Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dragon's Lair for a beautiful day of soccer as the Howard Community College Dragons taking on their old rivals, the Anne Arundel Riverhawks. Dragons in their home whites with the gold numbers today, and Anne Arundel with the blue shirts, the teal shorts, going from left to right on your screen. Howard going to the goal on the left for this first half. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today, as the Dragons could not be coming in a better mood right now. They have won their last two games by a combined score of 12-2, including an 8-2 drubbing of Frederick Community College back on Saturday in what was, frankly, just a shocking result by anybody that really follows this region. Frederick, traditionally a powerhouse in the area, and just a very one-sided game for the Dragons. As for Anne Arundel, they're coming off of a tough 2-1 loss against Montgomery, but before that they had a 3-game winning streak, including a 2-1 win over Potomac State, 7-1 over Allegheny, and a 1-0 overtime victory over Hagerstown. Before that, Anne Arundel had lost to Southern Maryland 1-0, beat Catonsville 2-1, a team that the Dragons lost to earlier in the year, and lost 7-0 to Frederick. So results are kind of all over the place. Hard to really get a good feeling of where Anne Arundel is at, with some results that just don't fit with others compared to the Dragons' schedule in particular. An early foul by Anne Arundel, and Howard will have a chance here. This is probably in shooting range, as it will be Evan Doughton. He'll line one up, and he will boot one well over the net for a goal kick. But it will be the Dragons with the first shooting opportunity of the game. Anne Arundel coming in with a 4-3 record. For the Riverhawks, their biggest problem so far this year is goal scoring, having scored just 13 goals in 7 games, averaging just 9 shots a game. So it looks like, according to the numbers at least, they have a strong defense, but the goal scoring is certainly lacking so far. For the Riverhawks in goal, it is Zane Sabb, who has started 3 games this year, has an 89% save percentage and just a .69 goals allowed average, having a 2-1 record. As for the Dragons, it will be Gabriel Viteri who gets his seventh appearance this year. He has a 3-2 record with a 2.06 goals allowed average and a 60% save percentage. As Dragons will throw this one deep, Doughton will get into the box. He'll try to cross it into the middle, but nobody there in a white shirt ready to get on the other end of it. This will be Abdul Kamara, who will take it to the near side corner, and he'll try to flip it around the double coverage of the Riverhawks. Poked forward by Didier Estrada, and Dragons will try to go down the other side of the field. Portillo plays it to the, Kerr plays it to the corner for Portillo, and that will go out. Dragons in their typical 4-3-3 formation. Slight changes for that personnel, as Josue Sorto Ramos coming back off an injury. He gets the start at left back today, typically a center back, but with the partnership of Brian Navas and new freshman Jamoy Myers in the center of the park, Sorto Ramos gets the start at left back with Raul Castro at the right back. Midfield 3 of Trevor Kerr, Baraka Carbo, and Didier Estrada, who is wearing the captain's armband for the Dragons. And up front, as has been for the last few games starting, Abdul Kamar on the left side of the forward line, Dylan Portillo on the right, and Evan Doughton in the middle, wearing the number 9 jersey, playing the number 9 position. And that is going to be Doughton, who plays it back to his defensive line. For the Riverhawks, as that one is headed out and kept in play. What a play there by Trevor Militello. And now it's going to be called out for a throw-in, as it was a late call by the near side referee, but he does say that it's going to be out for a throw-in. As that will be played well out of play. For the Riverhawks, head coach Nick Cosentino, he has become quite a familiar face around these parts, as he has been employed at Anne Arundel College in their soccer programs for over 20 years now, starting in 2000 as an assistant coach, being promoted to the head coach in 2006, and being with Anne Arundel ever since in what is quite a coaching career he's got going for these Riverhawks. Myers will play this one quick after a foul called on Anne Arundel, and it will be an offsides call as Portillo got his run started just a little bit too soon. For the Dragons, they also have a very familiar coach, as Stefan Dragunov has been the head coach of the Dragons since 2004, compiling a 183, 113, and 18 record over his prestigious career. Coming up on 200 wins here. Probably will get it by next season, I would imagine. In what has been quite an accomplished career coaching himself. This one's going to be played early to the near sideline by Jack Castle. Militello gets it. Plays a little give and go with Lugancic. Militello to the middle as Viteri, the Dragons goalkeeper, is able to just bat it down. Doesn't catch it cleanly, but it is eventually cleared out by his defensive line. Militello following it up. Now it's going to be played by Nicky Urena into the box, and there's a collision between player and goalkeeper. 3 bodies on the ground, but play will continue. As Sam Adams came barreling through trying to get a touch on that, and didn't get the ball, but got plenty of goalkeeper. Castro will throw it up. Doughton trying to hold off his defender and is able to get it checked back. Myers under a lot of pressure. Both players go sliding down as Militello putting on the pressure, but Myers is able to recover in time to get it up the field. And this one will be called out a lot earlier than it was last time and be out for a throw-in, as Lugancic was unable to hold on to it. Lugancic, the captain for the Riverhawks today, in the center of the park. For Anne Arundel, it looks like they're playing, right now it looks like a 4-1-4-1 formation. This one will be played into the corner. Can Portillo keep it in? Nope, it will just be just a little bit too far, as Estrada was trying to chip it over the defensive line. For the Riverhawks, it will be Charles Warari, who is up top as the lone forward for the Riverhawks. As a foul is called on the Dragons, a little bit behind the play there. Warari has scored 4 of the goals for Anne Arundel. He is the leading goal scorer on the team, with Mosari following up with 2, as well as Silas Baker, neither of which are in the starting lineup today. Kerr able to fight off Lugancic to get possession, and Dragons will play it back through the defensive line and try to reset. Navas. Carbo tries to flick it forward for Estrada, but it's just a little too high, and his trap is just a little bit too hard. Gets away from, misplayed by Sorto Ramos, as Militello trying to now get around Myers. Militello, and that's going to be played off of him, but it's going to be kept in. What a effort by him, still fighting for it. And now Militello is going to go plead his case to the assistant referee, saying that perhaps there was a shove by the Dragons. Now he's pointing at his legs, saying, Militello still arguing, now moving from the assistant referee to the center ref. Eventually will just get back into play. It will be Yarena who will take the corner kick. He'll hit it low, and Ramos is there to cut it out. He gets it up to Doughton. Doughton tries to find overlapping Estrada. Slide tackle in by Diaz to slow him down. Now Estrada will be able to poke it forward to Kamara. Kamara will flip it over the top. Portillo, he will get to this in time, but he will swing and a miss, but it is going to be played out by Adams as he was just trying to stop the ball from getting into his box, but it will be a corner kick for the Dragons. This will be Dylan Portillo to take it for Howard. Portillo gets some air onto this one, puts it right in the middle of the box. Carbo is first two. He heads it straight up. Myers tries a left-footed shot that will slice wide. Kerr on the follow-up, tries to chip it back in. A lot of bodies just standing around as the ball just falls onto the ground. Nobody really attacking it, and it will be cleared out by Arundel. Lots of sunshine in Columbia today. We are in the low 70s temperature-wise, and as I'm sure you are hearing on your broadcast at home, quite a windy day. Right now the wind is blowing directly towards the camera. As a crosswind, it's going to be crossed into the middle. Doughton is able to get a shot off, pawed away by Saab, and it will be out for a corner kick, but once again, Evan Doughton gets in the right place. He'll take the quick corner kick. Plays it back to Castro. It's going to be hit, shot by Kerr. Miss-hit. Ramos will try his luck, and that is going to be saved brilliantly by Saab. Dragons with a double opportunity as a perfect cross-in by Raul Castro to the back post. Kerr couldn't quite hit it cleanly. That was blocked away. And on the follow-up, Ramos, that ball had the top of the net looking written all over it before Zane Saab was able to just parry it over his own net. Dragons with another corner kick opportunity. Kamara, he'll curl this one. It will go off the crossbar, goes straight up, still in play, headed on by Carbo, and this one goes over the net. Two great opportunities for the Dragons again, but thus far, nothing resulting from it other than just padding the stat sheet without getting on the scoreboard. Dragons now up to 7 shots in the first 13 minutes of this game. And Arundel still looking for their first one. This Dragons team averaging 30 shots per game and only allowing 10 per game. As that will be out for a goal kick, and we will have our first substitution as Militello, who was involved in that disagreement with the referee on the Dragons end of things, will take a seat, and now he will go to his bench and show that he has some battle wounds himself. It is John Kenny coming in for Militello. Now Carbo able to get control. Kamara, he'll try to switch the field. And that is going to be played backwards, almost an own goal, as it nearly went into the Riverhawks goal. But in the end, Diaz does a good job of making sure the ball doesn't get to Portillo, who was ready to poach on the backside. Dragons now with their 4th corner already. This one high up in the air, just lofted in. Myers tries a sprawling shot. Carbo will try to head it forward. And it's cleared out by Arundel. Now, they will look to go on the counterattack. Adams. And he will misplay that. high throw-in as Warari was the one to get up and head it back to his defense. Now it's going to be hit forward. Warari will get behind Howard's defense. He'll try to play it back to the middle, but he doesn't really play it near a blue shirt. Didn't pick his head up on that one. And Dragons will eventually just punt it out. Urena tries to get control of it. He'll just flip it forward, but it will be Myers of the Dragons who takes it. Kamara tries to turn, but a great job by Switzer to come back, but now Kamara takes it right off of Switzer. Switzer comes back to try to take it off, but it's Kamara who gets up to Doughton. Doughton cuts back inside, shot by Doughton, and it will curl into the waiting chest of Saab. Kerr tries to shield off Warari for the ball at the punt. Estrada checks back to try to take it away. Now it's going to be Castle who flicks it forward. Adams. And he will retreat, but he does not see the fact that he just passed it right to Portillo. Portillo flicks it to Kamara. Kamara over the top, looking for Estrada, as it looks like those two players have switched spots with Kamara playing in the midfield and Estrada on the left side of the front line for Howard. As head coach Stefan Dragunov already trying to tinker with his roster on the field at the moment. Kenny. Oh, and that one's hit directly into Estrada. And he goes immediately down. Trainer will be called on, and we will stop the clock for that injury, as that hit him right in the stomach. We'll take a timeout for the injury. So play will resume as the injured Didier Estrada, who appears that he might have just had the wind knocked out of him, will go take a break on the bench as the Dragons brought in Emmanuel Pope to replace him. Thrown in. Kamara trying to turn. It's going to be taken away by Castle. Castle will leave it off for Urena, who's under a lot of pressure. Dangerous pass. Dragons on the high press. They get it back. Kerr. Oh, a hard slide tackle in, and this could be... I am quite surprised that the referee is just going to let that go with a verbal warning, as that one was late and it was vicious. As Kerr went to the ground, but it will end up being just a foul against the Riverhawks. Emmanuel Pope had gone in for the injured Estrada, and the Riverhawks also made a substitution as Silas Baker came in for Armin Lugancic. So Dragons with a free kick almost exactly in the same position where it was in the first minute of the game, as Doughton last time hit that one well over the crossbar. We'll see if they'll try something a little different this time about. But it does look like Doughton will once again be the one to line it up. Doughton will try to curl it this time. He will once again just curl it right into the chest of Saab. So he tried to power the first one. That one went high. Second one he tried to curl, and that was saved. At least showing the versatility of his shooting skills. Kerr, a good look there as he was trying to find Portillo, who has moved over to the left side of the front line for the Dragons, with Emmanuel Pope taking over on the right side. And Arundel will try to move their bodies up a little bit, push the Dragons out, as Dragons have been playing a very high press, making it difficult for Arundel to even get out of their own half. Long throw in there by Switzer, but it will be the Dragons who get control, and they'll play it all the way back to Viteri. Howard showing great patience so far, as they have worked the ball slowly up the field, not trying to just settle for long balls. Of course, I say that Myers is going to boot one all the way across the field. What a ball, though, to Portillo. Portillo, first time, will try to hit it across, and the offsides flag does go up on the Dragons forward. Jamoy Myers showing off his leg, as that one was a beautifully hit long ball. "20 minutes to play in." You have to say the Dragons have been the stronger side, but Arundel holding on to their own. Myers will track back and just play this out safely. And this seems to be the MO of the Riverhawks, as they've given up just 11 goals so far in 7 games. Foul against the Dragons, and now it's going to be a great opportunity for the Riverhawks, as this one will basically just be a closer corner kick, taken low once again, as Urena tried to just drive it into the box, played out by Howard. Now Doughton able to turn around, jumps over the slide kick, but Switzer is able to get enough of the ball to play it out. Quick throw in down to Portillo. Portillo will try to just turn and go. He gets around Diaz, and now a foul by Switzer from behind, and that will result in the first yellow card of this game, as the referee will come over to Switzer, and he will not get away with that one. So the new rule is in NJCA, the yellow carded player does not have to come out of the game, but playing on the safe side of things, the Riverhawks will make a sub, as Bradley Zanker will replace the booked Switzer. Also note the Dragons in a position where they are just outside of the top corner of the 18-yard goal box. It is Portillo and Kerr standing over the ball right now, looking at a 2-man Riverhawk wall in front of them. Kamara hits it right into the wall. Kamara on the second try will try to jump forward, but he brought the arm up just a little bit too high and will be called for the foul. Played long by Bollinger. Ooh, a collision there as the Howard player got sandwiched Play continues, though. It's going to be played up by Zanker, looking for Warari. And Myers will just hit it out. That ball will hit into our camera tower here. Fortunately, it appears no lasting damage was done. For the Riverhawks, Militello comes in as well as Mosari, with Warari and Urena coming off. So to mention, Sari as one of those players that has scored a couple goals for the Riverhawks this season. Foul on the Riverhawks, played quickly by Myers as he'll try to once again go over the top looking for Ramos. Ramos caught a little bit out of position as Myers is able to cover for him nicely, and now Ramos will be able to get back in time to play it out and allow the rest of the Dragons to retreat back on defense. Pope gets forward. He'll slow things up. He'll cross the middle now and head it away. Kerr picks up the scraps. He'll try to get around as Arias just kind of threw his shoulder into it. Cheeky little back heel by Kamara, but does not connect. Navas under a lot of pressure. Good job by Baker to really give a little bit of energy to the Riverhawks, and it pays off as Kamara takes that ball cleanly away from Urena. Now, Kamara trying to slice through the defense. Gets it to Doughton. Doughton still has it. Doughton gets it to a wide open Pope, but he's offsides there. He was open for a reason that he was behind the Riverhawks defense. But what a play by both Kamara and Doughton to work that ball up and work that chance. And frankly, yeah, Pope is now apologizing to his teammates as he should have been able to check his line and make sure that he did not go offsides on that one. For what it's worth, he did put the ball in the net, even if it didn't count, so good shooting practice for him. Militello finds Kenny, played up as Sari, and a strong play by Myers to take it off of Sari. Rafael Arias will come out of the game for his first rest, and it looks like the Riverhawks will pull Silas Baker back to defense as he was playing forward before. Baker, his height is not listed on the roster, but he looks like he's about 6 foot at maybe 6'1" there with good size, so I can see why he'd be versatile at playing both forward and defense. Ramos boots that one upfield, and right away Baker does get involved in defense as he clears it out. And we'll get a second try in this one. He'll just kick the ball harder as that ball will switch to the other side. Castro trying to fight his way to take it off of Adams. Good battle between the two, but it is going to be Castro who battled just a little bit too hard with the pullback on there and is called for the infraction. Arundel will get the ball for a set piece just inside of their offensive half. Baker will chip this one in. Good power in there to the back post. Headed out first time by Carbo. Ramos gets the second ball. trying to dribble it out of pressure, and will just dribble himself right into trouble as he just takes it out the sideline. And Arundel tried to go for a quick throw-in, but substitutions were waiting. So Nathan Portillo will come into the game as Sorto Ramos will get a break after his strong running up and down the field as the left back for today. And that ball will be out, I believe, for a throw-in. And Arundel also made a sub there as Jake Vasquez makes his first appearance, taking over for Henry Diaz. Kenny will take this throw-in, headed towards the end line for Carbo, and it will go out for a corner kick. And Arundel will get their second corner kick opportunity, and it will be John Kenny taking this one. Kenny puts it in the box. Great ball in by him, but nobody in a blue shirt could get their head on it. In fact, nobody got their head on it as the ball just sort of fell down right in the middle of the box. Howard able to clear it out. Kenny will get it back, trying to fight his way around Portillo. Now Portillo tries to play it up for Portillo. Nathan for Dylan. Cut out by the recently inserted Jake Vasquez. Now Portillo will try the other side as he plays it up for Kamara. And a strong play, this time by Zanker, to hit it out. Kerr tries to switch the field. Portillo misses on the touch, but he'll just let it run to the corner. Now he'll try to cross into the box. Kamara late to try to get there, but Nathan Portillo comes through and taps it wide for Pope. Emmanuel Pope just runs straight past his man, gets to the end line, and will continue to run until there's nowhere else to run. And again, the Dragons just not getting the ball off their foot quick enough, trying to dribble too much and not letting it go. As Rari will come back in for the Riverhawks. At that point, Dragons just should actually, Pope had beaten his man around the end line. Probably could have even tried to curl a shot around, if nothing else, see if a rebound would fall back into the box. Looks like with Ramos going out, Pope has moved back to the left back position. He's been playing more and more fullback recently, has been very effective in doing so. Kerr finds Doughton, plays it back for Pope, and a late foul there as behind the play, Ryan Bollinger took out the legs of Doughton, and the referee was all over that one as the Dragons will again have a great free kick opportunity here. This one about 25 yards out and just off center, but it's a perfect spot for a right-footed shot to be able to curl it around the wall and in. And Arundel will go for a four-man wall. Saab will set up the wall towards the near side post. That inner wall is pretty thinly spread out, trying to cover a lot of distance. Dragons with four men behind the ball, with Kamara and Dylan Portillo standing next to it. Doughton and Emmanuel Pope a few yards back. Step over, flicked on. Doughton will take a step, shot, and the low worm burner will be saved by Saab. So some trickery from the Dragons as they tried to work their way to get Doughton a little bit better of an angle. And his shot was put on goal, but another good save by Saab. Zane Saab up to 5 saves in this first half. Pope will try to just chip it in. Taken away by Baker. flip forward. Kerr tries to hit it for Dylan Portillo. He swings and misses. Kerr still trying to fight through. There's a scrum there between Kerr and Baker. Now a couple of teammates from each side get involved, and it's just going to be played towards the Anne Arundel goalkeeper. But the midfield battle between these two teams has been an ongoing duel. And a foul called on Nathan Portillo as he went through the back of Militello. Militello again voicing his dissatisfaction with the center official in this game. Carbo gives it to Kerr. Kerr will try it over the top. As the Dragons have really tried to go for the long balls of late, looking to spread the field out a little bit. Dylan Portillo cuts it inside, can't get it through, and Warari will check back to play some defense and gets control for Anne Arundel. Militello can't connect with Sari as Pope comes sliding through, but Sari will take it. Sari tries to play it for a streaking Warari. Navas misplays that one a little short, but Myers is able to clear it out just in time under the pressure of Warari. And with that throw in, Anne Arundel will get another opportunity for a sub, with Nick Marcella, coming in to replace Adams on the left side of that line. Nathan Portillo gets it. He tries to curl the through ball in for Doughton. Doughton just a step behind. Played wide. Now looking up. Sari had some room to work with, but cut out by the Dragons' defensive line. Now Portillo will try to flip it around. He goes to Pope. Pope. To Kamara. Kamara. Tricky back heel by Carbo, but nobody home for the Dragons. Now Sari able to take it away. Navas plays it off of Sari. Sari will try to keep it in, but it will go out for a throw-in, and he's trying to plead his case, but will not succeed as that one clearly went off his leg. So Gancic will come back in, taking it up for Sari. And for the Dragons, Rubio Martinez will come in for Baraka Kagera Carbo. And one more sub comes in late as Mahmoud Mansour will come in for Abdul Kamara. Once again, Dylan Portillo asked to switch sides as he's gone back and forth from the left and right side of the front line. Mansour, usually playing as a center forward, will get a chance to play on the edge there, as a handball is called against Howard. 8.5 minutes left, and the Riverhawks doing a good job of frustrating the Dragons. Still looking for their first shot in this game, however, as this one will be chipped into the box. Attempted to be headed on, and the offsides flag will go up against Ryan Bollinger. Castle comes back in the game for Anne Arundel. Yes, the Riverhawks come in with a pretty deep roster and are fully utilizing the advantages of the NGCA rules of the unlimited substitution. Martinez will mortar shot this one into the box. Mansour trying to get through to it, and he will put pressure on Baker, but it will be out for a goal kick. Baker now is the one who's dissatisfied with the refereeing. Saab hits a line drive for goal kick, headed back by Martinez. Doughton picks it up for Howard. Beautiful hold-up play by Doughton as he'll get it back to Martinez. Castro will now try his luck. He'll slice forward, finds Doughton. Doughton tries to play a 1-2 ball with Portillo and just can't connect. Dylan Portillo kind of was encroaching on the space of Doughton there and kind of just caused a little bit of a jam. Thrown up to Mansour. Headed forward by Kerr. And a rainbow kick by Arundel. Now flipped to the middle. And a shove from the back will be spotted against Martinez. Shots for the Dragons, 5 of which have been on goal. As Zain Saab has done his job. Hasn't had to do anything immaculate to keep the ball out of his net, but has certainly done his job. Arundel just playing in a very defensive shape and trying to move forward when they get the opportunity, as they will look for it now. Castle plays over the top, but just no blue shirts within 20 yards of that play. Short. Navas will once again bomb it over the top. Mansour flicks it forward, but it will be Saab who will dive on top of it. Saab hits that one off the side of his foot. Lugancic. Oh no, and the Dragons. Jamoy Myers has gone down. He's holding his foot. He flicked his shoe off there. And he seems to be in quite some pain. As we will take an injury timeout to have Myers attended to. So Myers will end up coming out of the game with needing only one shoe to do so, as Ramos will come back in and take his familiar center back role, likely for the last 4 minutes of this game, or excuse me, of this first half. Ramos. And the Dragons, again, all of their nice build-up and short passing that they had done in the first 20 minutes of this first half, completely gone out of the playbook, as they just have been going over the top over and over of late. Martinez tries one, but that's going to be blocked away. Ramos will shield that one out. Pope throws it into Nathan Portillo. Pope able to keep that one in, and what a job by Emmanuel Pope to work the tightrope on the sideline. And then he just gives that a one-way to Lugancic. Nathan Portillo goes down, and it's going to be played out by Militello. Good sportsmanship by Militello, trying to make sure that the injured player was not involved in the play. And the referee will indicate that the throw-in will go right back to possession of Arundel. Played through the middle. Castle has that one taken away. Martinez, he'll go for the corner. Doughton has space to run onto, but what a job there by Silas Baker as he closed that ground quickly and just plays it out. We have just 2 minutes left. Thrown in. Mansour goes down, but taken out cleanly by Baker. Now Anne Arundel has a chance to counter. Orari finds the Goncic. Tries to play it back. Militello is going to go for the long run, just darting up the field. And Ramos gets in there just ahead of him to play it out. Thrown into the box, the Goncic. It's cut out before it can get to him. Kerr to Portillo. Portillo holding his leg, and he is going to be called for the push in the back. And now Anne Arundel in a bit of a rush as they try to get forward for one last chance with just over a minute left. Let's see how daring they get. So it's going to be Goncic who will give way here to Baker. Baker curls one to the top of the box. Headed away by the Dragons. Good play by Portillo to get that one well out of his box. Throw in for the Dragons. I believe that was the wrong call by the referees. I think that went off of Howard. Played it on though. Doughton gets the ball. Heavy pressure from Anne Arundel, and that will be out for another Dragons throw in. Just 25 seconds remaining. Howard trying to rush forward. Doughton tries to play in for Dylan Portillo. What a play there. Zanker was in the right place to cut that out. He'll have to do some more work. Fighting off Portillo. Portillo gets it back. Dylan Portillo into the box. Hit out by Baker. And that's all he needs to do to make sure the ball doesn't go in his box. A great job by him. And the Dragons will be unable to take that final corner kick as time has expired in this first half. Good action, no goals as we go into the halftime intermission. Howard 0 and Arundel 0. Second half underway here in Columbia, Maryland, as the Howard Community College Dragons and Anne Arundel Riverhawks playing to a 0-0 tie in the first half. Dragons with 11 shots, 5 on goal in that first half. Anne Arundel unable to get a single opportunity towards the Dragons' goal. But right now, the big difference is the play of Zane Saab making 5 saves to keep the ball out of his own net. As well as you have to give a lot of credit to this Anne Arundel midfield, who have really been able to track back, keep some possession, and keep the ball off the Dragons for enough time to really give their defense to a little bit of a reprieve from the constant pressure that the Dragons have put on some of the teams that have come to Columbia. And the Dragons now just sort of hanging back, as you can hear Coach Dragunov pleading for his team to put in a little bit more. A little bit different of a format for the Dragons to come out of the second half, as Brandon Ruano and Kyle Alanbakov start the second half on the front line, and with Ruano playing in the middle, Evan Doughton, the lone player to start both halves, but he will move to the right side of the front line. This will be Kyle Alanbakov, who also has worked his way into the game. Myers, again, plays it over the top. Silas Baker of the Riverhawks, who originally came into the game as a substitute playing forward. They've now moved him back to center back, and he has played very strong since making that switch. Well, Rari trying to get wide for Castle, and Castle was just a little slow to get there. Howard's defense recovers in time. Hope will try to cross that in, and that one just couldn't quite curl as much as he wanted to, and will be out for a goal kick. Saab hits up to midfield. Good flick on header by Bollinger. Carbo using his great size and length to try to just dance through one of the defense. Carbo listed as 6'1", 160 on the roster. Foul is called on Alanbakov. So the ball will be put down right at the midfield line, with Baker standing over it. He has shown off a powerful leg. He'll be able to easily put this one into the box if he so chooses. That's exactly what he does. He chips one right to the top of the box. Falls to Warari. He'll try for a shot, but before he can get it off, a foul is called at the edge of the box, as it looks like Myers pulled down Rafael Arias. So the Riverhawks were about to get credit for their first shot in the game, but instead the foul will be given by the center ref, and Riverhawks will assuredly get a chance here, as they are just outside of the top of the box, and right in the middle too. So Dragons goalkeeper Gabriel Viteri will have a tough time trying to organize his defense on this one. looks like he's going to set up for a 4-man wall, trying to be lined up with the near side of the post. The official will bring the wall back. Dragons goalkeeper Gabriel Viteri standing in the middle of the goal. There are 3 Riverhawks behind the ball, the most central of which is Urena. Urena will be the one to take the shot, and it puts it in! And the Riverhawks, on their first shot of the game, pick up the goal. Give the credit to the assist for Jack Castle for flicking it on. And the Riverhawks have just stunned the Dragons into taking a 1-0 lead. So a well-executed set-piece opportunity for the Riverhawks as Castle hit a little back heel pass into the path of Urena, and Urena powers it into the bottom left corner of the net. For Urena, it is just his 2nd goal of the season, but what a time for it, as Arundel find themselves ahead of the Dragons with just under 40 minutes to play in this game. Meyer is forced to retreat back with Castle harassing him. Castle tries to keep it in, but the flag will be raised as it went out for a goal kick. The Dragon sideline just stunned right now into silence. A rarity for the Dragons bench. Navas finds Doughton. And Doughton unable to hit Pope on the pass. The 2nd time our camera tower has been hit today. Diaz throws it into the sideline. And a foul will be called on Kerr, who bumped Militello in the air. Dragons have not found themselves behind in many games this year. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond in this contest. In fact, in both of their losses, they were leading for the majority of the game to both CCBC Catonsville and then to CCBC Essex. Chipped into the box by Diaz with the left foot. Viteri able to punch it out, but it's going to be out for a corner kick. And Arundel now feeling quite confident in themselves, pushing forward. And it's the Dragons that are playing on the back foot. This will be the goal-scoring Urena. He will again hit the low-line drive. It'll bounce in front, played out by Navas. And the follow-up by Adams. That shot will be blocked. Dragons catch a break there. Doughton trying to hold off Adams, but it will be Arundel who gets control. And that, I'm not sure what Rory was trying to do with that one, but it will go out for a goal kick. Played short to Myers. Myers looking to try to go over the top, but he does play short for Estrada. Now Howard will try to work the ball up slowly. Estrada tried to hit an outside of the foot through ball for Ruano. Now Kerr will go to the corner for Doughton. Doughton lays it off for Pope. Pope chips it in. Headed away strongly by Baker. Collision there between Urena and Doughton, and the foul is called against Urena. And the Anne Arundel coaching staff not happy with the call. The official giving him an explanation as of to the call right now. And now the Dragons will get the opportunity. We've seen Doughton shoot from this opportunity twice in this game. Once over the bar, once into the waiting arms of Saab. Let's see what he gets from a third try from almost the exact same spot. This time he'll try to chip it in for a pass. Myers hits it in, shot by Kerr, and that goes wide. A great volley attempt by Trevor Kerr as he got good contact on it, but just didn't quite have his bearings on him as he hit it wide. Wind continuing to pick up, now going more towards the Dragons' goal at the moment. And Baker will take advantage of going with the wind. He will boom that one out as Brian Navas of the Dragons forced to just head it out of play. Diaz goes over the top. Carbo cleans it up. And this time it's going to be Didier Estrada, and the clock will be stopped, and Estrada will see yellow on that foul. So Estrada will be the first Dragon to go into the book today. Just the second player in this game to be carded. So Anne Arundel will get another opportunity here as Trevor Militello is likely going to be looking to cross this one in. Dragons put 10 men into the box with only Ruano playing up top. And now substitutions will be made as the injured Urena will come out with Lugancic replacing him. Howard will take advantage of the 1-for-1 rule with Abdul Kamara coming in for the captain, Didier Estrada. So now, finally, play will get back in. Militello headed away by Carbo. Kamara tries to start the counterattack. Ruano wasn't looking for it. Ned turned his head at the last second, but Baker had already taken control. Baker will try a through ball, but it will be Charles Wawari who is well offsides on the play. Navas puts his hands up, asking for somebody to move off the ball, and he will end up just kicking it towards the sideline and out of bounds. Dragons just not as crisp today as they have been recently. Mentioned in the start of the broadcast that they had been firing on all cylinders, in particular 8 goals against Frederick. Could not have gone any better, and that is going to be a foul called against Doughton, and I don't even know if there was contact there as Diaz went down to try to slide tackle it away and is called for a foul. That's a really poor call by the official there, I'll be honest, trying to be fair, but there was just no contact there from Doughton at all. Kamara picks it up for Howard. Doughton running onto it. Trying to not foul Baker in the process, and Baker just plays it out for Howard throw-in. Doughton goes short to Kamara, played back to Doughton. He will cross it in, high arching cross, headed out nicely by Zanker. Excuse me, that was Bollinger. Oh, that was Zanker, sorry. Played back in, Ruano. He'll try to cross it in, cut out by Baker, and on his second touch, he will boom it out of his own box. He finds Warari, and now Anne Arundel could counter. Lugancic tries to give it back to him, but the speed of Jamoy Myers able to catch up and take it away. Kerr gets under control. Then he's pulled down by Castle from behind, and the referee will have a decision to make here. Militello throws the ball at the downed player of the Dragons. And this official just trying to get control of the game as things continue to just get a little bit chippy here. The injured player still down. We've not been told to stop the clock over here. And now finally the clock will be stopped as the trainer will be brought on. We'll take a timeout for the injured player. Play will resume as Trevor Kerr comes out of the game on his own power with Dylan Portillo replacing him in the lineup. Howard loses one of their key center midfield players. Good challenge by Carbo as he takes that ball cleanly and then gives it right back as Militello. But now Militello gives it away. Portillo gives it up to Ruano. The chase is on for it, but a good job by Baker to get control and play it. Ball pinballing around, now it will be cleared out. Myers will kick the ball, it will go straight into the gut of Warari, and now Warari goes down. And the trainer will again be called onto the field.
He didn't give us the signal. I don't think he officially called the trainer on.
So some unsurety about what the official is doing right now as about a minute runs off the clock. The referee just sort of meandering around. Now a substitution is going to come on for the injured player as Mo Sari will replace Orari. So the referee will now put the ball back into play as Myers will immediately kick the ball straight up towards the goal of Anne Arundel. Taken away by Diaz, and he'll just bomb it upfield. 29 minutes left. And you have to imagine you'll see more and more blue shirts playing back and just playing conservatively, trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. Carbo tries to take it off of Militello, but that will be off a Howard player for an Anne Arundel throw-in. Throw in quickly. as Sari was pushed off by Navas. Viteri tries to chip it towards the far sideline. Zanker comes flying through and heads it forward, but that will just go out of play for a goal kick. Nikki Arena comes back into the game as Trevor Militello will come out. Navas gets it short. He will play it across. Myers finds Alanbakov. Now the Dragons moving the ball nicely. Portillo, he'll try to chip it over for Alanbakov, and that will go out for another Arundel throw-in. Portillo picks it up and he switches the field for Pope. Pope's got some room to look. He'll try to hit it into the box, headed away by Baker. Pope trying to recover quickly, getting it to Gutcha, and Sari just able to get there, but he'll hit it out for a throw-in as Howard will make a substitution with Alan Kamaga coming into the game for the first time for Howard, with Kyle Alanbakov coming out of the game. Pope will move from right back all the way up to the left forward. Thrown short. Doughton checks back to try to pick up possession. Looks to flick it forward. Played out by Arias. Played back dangerously by Urena. Ruano just missed getting on the other end of that one. Baker saves the day for Anne Arundel. Now it's going to be Sari. He's coming in with a bolt of energy for Anne Arundel. Does lose out on possession there. Push in the back by Urena. Carbo picks up possession. Portillo, now he's got room to run into. Portillo plays it across for Doughton. Doughton tries to get onto his right foot. Gives it to Portillo. Portillo across. And it will be cut out by Zanker at the last second. And Dragons trying to get forward. Sliding through his Diaz. Portillo still up as he will try to cross it in off the outside of his foot. And it will go to Saab. Dragons just slow to react on that play. Just not going after the cross. And I have to imagine that is going to frustrate the Dragons coaching staff. Kamara, that's going to be a trip from behind by Bollinger, and the Dragons with a chance here. These teams very familiar with each other. They used to be in the same division at Division III. Dragons have since moved up to Division II, but over the last 12 games, Dragons have gone 6-4-2 in that series. With the Dragons winning the last 3 before playing to a double overtime tie 1-1 in the spring season. But every one of their games over the last 5 years have been separated by only a single goal. Now the Dragons with a chance here. It's going to be Dylan Portillo. He will try a shot, hit it right into the wall. Portillo will pick the ball up on the follow. Now he'll try to cross it. Goes to Emmanuel Pope. Pope gets it onto his right foot. That shot is blocked. And will be cleared up by Urena. was able to prevent the counterattack, but now good touch by Doughton. Flicks it forward to Portillo. Portillo is knocked into, and that's going to be a foul called against Sam Adams. Played quickly. Doughton, he'll try a shot. Whips one in, but just a little bit too much topspin as that bounces into Zane Saab, who makes another save. For Saab, his 6th save, but just his first one in the second half. Played deep. Sorry is able to get around. He had 1 versus 3. Now he'll try to cross it in, but Castro is there to get in front of Castro, who is trying to run in on that. And it will be out for an Arundel throw-in. Will be Urena taking it on the near side. Just whipped in, headed straight up and behind the goal, and it will be out as that clear will go off of the Dragon Wagon in the parking lot, and it will be out for another corner kick. Not a single blue shirt really taking any urgency to getting to that ball, as the referee will take this opportunity to have a couple substitutions in. As Militello comes back into the game, as well as Switzer. And for Howard, they are happy to see Trevor Kerr coming back from his knock and gets back in for Emmanuel Pope. Another low cross in on the corner kick. Arias is trying to fight through. Ball's still in play. Doughton is going to be, and there's going to be a scuffle between Urena and Doughton as the players come together in a scrum. The official trying to get in the middle of them to calm things down. In the end, it will be a foul called against Doughton, so Anne Arundel with another chance for a free kick. Doughton will get another verbal warning. And you have to imagine he might be on his last chance saloon for that. Anne Arundel with another great chance. Urena lines this one up. He will try for a shot, and that will be well over the crossbar, not really threatening Viteri at all. Howard will allow Myers to take this goal kick as he hits it up to a wide open Kerr, who can't keep the ball in play for a throw-in. And now some more words that are being exchanged. Official again. And at this point, it's just time wasting by Anne Arundel as the clock continues to run while players just argue. Now the ball is put into play. Lugancic lays it off for Militello. He'll chip one over the line of Howard, and offsides will be called on Castle as the official waited to see if Castle was going to play it. And now Castle will jump in front of it, and that will be an easy card for Castle. And it's just as silly when there's no reason for it at all, as Myers tried to play it. Castle kicked the ball away from him, and that will be the 3rd yellow card of the game.
Hey, Jack, keep your head. Keep your head.
So a third player will go into the referee's book with a yellow card. As play will now resume. Myers puts a ton of backspin on that one. That just sails up in the air. Carbo gets to it. Flips it forward to Portillo. Portillo still on it. Trying to get around a couple, but again, it's Baker who's come through strongly. And no signal yet, and the referee now will signal for a corner kick in favor of Howard. It will be Dylan Portillo. Portillo plays it to the top. Headed forward by, I believe that was Ruano. And Ruano will put that just over the crossbar. It was a good look for Howard, a great corner kick. Coach Dragunov is complaining that the Anne Arundel goalkeeper ran well behind the goal to go pick up the ball, and some more extreme time wasting by the Riverhawks. Yes, Anne Arundel trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead. They have just 18 minutes to go. Navas headed forward by Diaz. Wawari can't get control of that one. Doughton, who has moved back to midfield, trying to get his foot on the ball a little bit more. Good 1-2 ball with Kerr. Trevor Kerr cuts inside to the middle. Lays it off for Carbo. Carbo trying to line up a shot. He will let one go, but it is blocked away by Diaz. Now Urena gets it forward. Arias tries to just flick it forward for himself. Kamaga cleans up. Portillo tries to just dribble around Diaz, and Diaz slams the door shut. Arias stuck his foot out and will be called for a foul. Howard trying to play it quickly. Carbo cut out by Ligancic, but Myers gets it back for Howard. Portillo finds Kamara. Kamara to the corner. Kerr gets to it. Now he'll just cross it, but that will go well outside of the box. Carbo's out back covering for Myers, heads it forward, and it will be played out by Anne Arundel. Ruano pulled down by Urena. Now Howard with another set piece opportunity. Howard pushing their big men forward as Navas, Carbo, Myers all getting into the box. A whole lot of height there as Anne Arundel decides to put all 11 men into the box, playing completely defensively, trying to hold off this attack. 2 men in the wall as Evan Doughton will line this one up. Doughton whips it in, shot by Kerr, saved by Saab. Excuse me, that was Kamara who is able to just get a touch on it, trying to deflect it in. And Zane Saab read it well and was able to collect it for Anne Arundel. Baker hits it forward. Great job by Ligancic to hold up play. And Urena is going to be called for a foul, and that is going to be a yellow card by Urena, and I believe that's going to be more of an accumulation yellow, as that didn't look like there was a whole lot in that one. That's the only thing I can think of, because that one looked like your average run-of-the-mill foul. But Urena will be booked for the yellow. 14:48 left in the second half. Dragons running out of opportunities. Jamoy Myers curls one into the box, headed out by Arias. Played out again. Myers gets to it first. Poor play by Navas as he gives that one away. Anne Arundel looking to counter. Militello, he's got nobody in front of him. Plays it for an overlapping Castle. Jack Castle tries to cross it in, but was just a little off balance on that cross. And Myers able to get away cleanly. Now there's going to be a foul behind the play. And the referee, is he pointing to the penalty spot? The referee is pointing to the penalty spot as a foul behind the play. I believe it was Myers as he was trying to clear it out. So Jamoy Myers is called for a foul in the box. And with that, Anne Arundel will get a chance to double their lead from the spot. It will be Trevor Militello who will place this ball on the spot. This will be the first penalty kick taken by Anne Arundel all season long. Militello lined up against Viteri. And it's saved by Viteri. Follow up, saved again. Viteri makes the double save. Put back in the box, and Viteri makes a third save. And now Viteri gets kicked while he's on the ground with the ball. The far side assistant referee waving his flag. Unbelievable. And now it's a straight red for Urena as he came in and kicked Viteri. Unbelievable sequence of events. A double save by Viteri makes a third one, and Urena just comes in lunging as Viteri had the ball in his hands. And we will see, I believe that was a straight red card. Urena still arguing with the referee as he is forced to come out. And Anne Arundel will now play a man down for the last 12:40 of this second half. So after all that, the Dragons will be able to kick the ball out. Myers hits it deep. Ruanu flicks it forward. Baker with another big play to take it away from Doughton. Now head forward. And Castro throws down Castro. And Castro's got to watch out because he's on a yellow card. And Castro is going to be lucky enough to have a talking to because that could have been a second red for Anne Arundel. I have to imagine that if Castro hadn't gotten a yellow, that he might have gotten one there, but referee trying not to put Anne Arundel 2 men down with just 12 minutes to play. Warari hit forward by Myers. Doughton trying to get around Militello. Good defensive position by Militello. Now he will wait for assistance. That will be played off Anne Arundel. And that will be out for a Howard, I believe, throw-in. Thrown in. Baker heads it out. Second ball by Castle. Gets it well out, but now Carbo will pick it up. He'll try to switch it to Portillo. Portillo gets it inside. Tries to fan Mansour. Ruano, he'll try a turn and shot, and that's going to be saved by Saab. And Morari does a good job of just hitting it further down the field. Thrown forward by Castro. Mansour plays it back to him. Hit into the box. Ruano gets a touch on it, but again, it's Baker there to stuff it. Where would the Riverhawks be without the defensive play of Silas Baker? Now it's going to be Portillo. Gets around a couple. He'll slide it in. Hit out by Militello. And eventually, a strong clearance by Bollinger. Morari is by himself up top and will just try to put a little bit of pressure on Howard. Doughton flicks it off of his own arm. Myers. And that one is just hit a little bit too low and doesn't give the ball a chance to check up for the running Portillo. And it goes to Saab. Punted up the field. Carbo heads it over to Myers. Myers bombs it. He gets a little bit more air on this one. Saab comes running out. Arias heads it forward. Portillo plays it off of his back. Mansour gets into the box. Tries to cut it inside. Mansour goes down, and it is going to be called a clean play by Sam Adams. Good defense by him, and it will go out for a Howard throw-in. So the Dragons will get a corner kick out of this, as Dylan Portillo will take this one on the near sideline. Portillo into the box, headed straight up by Myers. Kerr comes through, saved by Saab! What a save! As Trevor Kerr came flying through. Now Dragons with another chance, that's blocked away as Doughton has his shot blocked. But that was the best chance for the Dragons in the second half as Trevor Kerr came flying through and heading it forward. And Saab just batted it out of his own goal. Howard continues to swarm forward. Wave after wave of attack. Pope comes sliding through, but a dangerous play by Rorari as he came with a sideways kick. That should just be a dangerous play. It should be indirect. And the clock will be stopped. As Arundel was just trying to slow play down there. So the referee will give the Dragons the 10 yards for the free kick. And it looks like it will be Evan Doughton once again who will get the opportunity. Doughton lines it up. He hammers one. Oh, it's saved by Saab again. What a save. I was just talking about how he had nothing to do for the first 20 minutes of the second half, and now he's had everything to do. An incredible save by him. Dragons with another corner kick. This will be Howard's 8th corner kick of the game. Portillo plays it short. Played back to him. He'll hit it low. Doughton with a shot. and he will get well under that one. Sari will come back in to replace Wawari as Anne Arundel tries to find a forward that can just hold up play and try to slow things down. Baker, strong kick out. Carbo hits it off. Bollinger. Advantage of substitutions. Have a feeling Baker knew exactly what he was doing there, as he has a wry smile as he threw that in a little bit early and will waste even more time in doing so. He'll get a second chance at it. Long throw in by Baker. Sorry, trying to fight through Myers. Myers holds him off the arm of Bollinger. And the referee, again with decisions to make. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Tensions at an all-time high here. Myers waiting for his teammates to move forward. Now he will boot one forward. Doesn't catch that one cleanly, as that will go towards the near sideline. Bollinger heads it out of play. Kamara throws it in quickly. Headed into the box, but it's going to be picked up and cleared out by Adams. Now Castro running onto it, trying to make a break. Castro gets onto it. Sliding Castro, but it will be out of play for an Anne Arundel throw-in. Anne Arundel will take their time with this, as they will with anything that they have the opportunity to slow the game down. Thrown into the box, headed away by Navas. Hit in, Sorry, trying to turn with it. Given away, Portillo, he's dribbling himself into pressure. Still Portillo on it though, and we'll get it up to Kerr. Kerr gives it up to Portillo. Portillo hits it deep. It will be Doughton trying to run to it. The two players jockeying for it, and it will be out for a corner kick. Short corner kick goes to Kerr. Kerr flicks it on for Pope, but it's going to be taken away by Castle, and Castle will just hit down the field. 3 minutes left. Viteri comes all the way out of the goal to the midline to pick it up for Howard. Castro. And he gives that one away. Arias will just, fortunately for Howard, give it right back, as he could have done a lot more with that. Myers gives it to Kamara. Kamara, collision with Diaz, still going forward. Carbo gets into it with Arias, and it's going to be a foul called on Carbo. Baker taking his time, and he will hit it low towards the corner. Anne Arundel with a couple of willing runners, but Viteri will get there ahead of Militello. Viteri punts it to midfield. Kerr gets there first for Howard. Under 2 minutes remaining. How many chances left do they have? Portillo into the box. Portillo goes down. Referee with another tough decision to make. Play continues. Portillo crosses it in. Kamara with the shot. Saved by Saab. Zayn Saab again comes through for the Riverhawks, as Abdul Kamara had a volley wide open in the middle of the box. Put it low, but Saab makes a sprawling save to his left. He will boot it as far up the field as he can. Carbo plays it back to Viteri. Myers gets it to Navas. Castro. Pope. Back to Castro. Back to Pope. Into the box. Cross cut out by Bollinger again. Will be out for a Howard throw-in. Pope throws it into Castro. Plays it back for Kerr, who tries to pass it into the box. Hit out by Bollinger. Portillo, who's playing back. Carbo lays it off for Portillo. Everybody is in. It's 21 men into the box, and that is going to be a poor cross in. Jake Vasquez will come back into the game for Anne Arundel. The clock does stop for this substitution. There is just 35 seconds remaining on the game clock. So Baker again took that one a little bit quickly. So with 35 seconds remaining, play will now get underway. Baker again will just try to hit this as far as he can. Puts a strong leg into it. Howard will pick up possession. But a good job by Militello. He hits it deep into the corner, and Dragons just running out of time. Myers throws it in short to Portillo. The Dragons just have to hit it deep. Portillo will crank it.
10, 9,
10 seconds left. Howard, one last chance. Tries to get it in.
5,
Griffith.
4, 3,
Portillo
2,
will try one last shot. It will go over. And Anne Arundel holds on for a 1-0 victory. A strong effort by the Riverhawks as they are able to shock the Dragons. Howard outshot the Riverhawks 25-5 in the contest, but all that matters is that scoreboard that says 1-0 in favor of Anne Arundel. Well, that will do it for us here in Columbia. Instant classic of a game, but it will be the Riverhawks who come away victorious. Final score, Anne Arundel 1, Howard 0.